In my previous video, we went from how to get your vision, the ideas in your head, to become physical reality, to physically manifest in the world. Now, if you haven't watched the video where I outline how this pyramid works, check the link below and go watch that first. Now that you've come back, we're going to talk specifically about the vision piece. And in later videos, I'm going to go over strategy, priorities, execution, all that stuff. So right now, it's just about the vision. Now, we're going to talk about visioning your life in 10 years from this date. But before we go there, we need to set some context. And that context is going to be set by going in a rewind. We're going to do a 10-year rewind. So 10 years from this date. So open up your phone, look at what today's date is. You can go back on Facebook pictures, kind of identify where you were at. Oh, okay, I was living here, I was going to school here, I was working there. And what I want you to do is I want you to journal about what was happening in your life at that time. What were your relationships like? What was your work like? How much money were you making? What was your health like? Were you in school? What were you studying? What was your mental quality, your emotional quality? Were you happy? Were you sad? Were you confused? Were you hopeless, hopeful? And I want you to go through all that. I want you to journal about it. I want you to stop this video. I want you to journal about what your life looked like at that time, a day in your life. And I want you to come back. And when we come back and we start looking at what happened in the last 10 years of our life, a lot of times there can be a lot of appreciation for ourselves. And sometimes we may even get a little angry at ourselves for not doing the things that we thought we wanted to do or that we wanted to happen. And that's okay. What's really important here is we notice how much has changed from back then to today. That's how much change is possible. Now, the exciting thing is as we move forward and we visualize the future, we get to choose consciously. So the majority of our development up to this point was unconscious in nature. So that means you were living out other people's visions and strategies, and it just kind of got caught up, and you might have just been going with the flow instead of really setting your own pace. Now we get to choose consciously. And as we choose consciously, we can create even more change than what happened in the last 10 years. So now we have this context for what is possible in a decade. So as you visualize the future, I want you to pinpoint the day, 10 years from today, and I want you to write about what your perfect day will look like. I don't want you to write about your entire life, just write about the perfect day. Where's your home? Where do you wake up? How do you wake up in the morning? Who do you wake up with? What do you have for breakfast? Do you watch the sunrise? What do you go do for work? What's your routine like? Are you exercising? What's your health like? So think about what's the quality of your mind? What's the quality of your emotions? What's the quality of the body? What's the quality of your work? What's the quality of the relationships you have? I want you to sit down. I want you to journal about how those all play out in your perfect day 10 years from now. So the cool thing is simply by doing this one exercise, you're going to be surprised at how you start making choices moving forward that's going to move you closer to it. And a lot of times it'll simply be unconscious. So part of this exercise is programming the unconscious mind to automatically make decisions to move you closer to that vision. Now, a lot of people will just stop there, and I've seen people stop there and they still get the benefit. And what we're going to do in the next videos is I'm going to outline how to create a strategy that's going to move you there even faster. So if you like this video, make sure to hit subscribe and make sure to check out my podcast, The Bledsoe Show.